I found out my parents had transferred the family metal shop to my brother, so I quit working 80 hours a week for free. A week later, Dad called in panic. Our biggest client is about to leave. I answered calmly. Let the air handle it. I'm Owen, 32. Spent 10 years at my family's metal shop in Green Bay. No paycheck, just room and board at my parents' house and vague promises about building equity. My younger brother Mason, he'd roll in around 10:30, grab coffee, scroll his phone for an hour, disappear for a 2-hour lunch, come back around 3, leave by 4:30. His contribution? Attending occasional client meetings where I'd already done the technical work, taking credit for projects I designed, posting on Instagram with another successful build while standing next to parts I'd made alone. My parents paid him $45K a year. I got room and board, no health insurance, no 401K. Mason drove a new truck they bought him. I drove a 20-year-old beater with a check engine light on since 2008. Last month, I'm in the office around midnight finishing paperwork for a big medical device contract. Filing documents when I notice an envelope behind some binders. Red, confidential stamp across the front. Inside was a succession plan dated 4 months earlier. My parents were giving Mason 100% ownership. My name appeared once on the employee roster. Employee, 10 years of my life. 80-hour weeks, thousands of parts fabricated, millions in contracts I'd landed, and I was nothing. Just labor. I stood there reading it over. Thought about all those mornings dragging myself out of bed at 4:30. The weekends in the shop while everyone else was at Lambeau Field. The friends who stopped calling. The life I'd given up. They decided Mason deserved it. Mason, who couldn't program a CNC to save his life. Around 3 a.m., I made my decision. I was done. Next morning, I wrote my resignation. I quit. Good luck running this without me. Left it on Dad's desk. Grabbed my personal tools and my grandfather's old welding helmet. Walked out. 8 days later, my phone rang. My dad, voice strained. Owen, we need you back now. Precision Dynamics is threatening to pull out. Quality's dropped. We can't afford to lose them. Precision Dynamics, our biggest client, 40% of our revenue. I'd built that relationship over 4 years. I let the silence sit. Let Mason handle it. He's the owner now, right? I'm sure he'll figure it out. Hung up. My phone blew up. Mom, Dad again. Mason's texts from what's your problem to you'll regret this. Blocked them all. 3 days later, I saw my parents at a diner. They walked over. We need to talk. The business needs you. Funny, the succession plan didn't mention me being needed. Just said Mason gets everything. You weren't supposed to see that yet, my mom said. When? After another 5 years of free labor? You lived rent-free, Dad said. We fed you. I worked 80 hours a week for 10 years. Brought in Precision Dynamics, Badger Manufacturing, Superior Components. Designed the jigs that increased efficiency 30%. Room and board covers that. If you don't come back, the business will fail. You want to destroy your grandfather's legacy? That almost got me. Then I thought about Mason posting stories from games while I worked overtime. No, you did that. That night, I drove to my parents' house at 2 a.m., snuck into the garage, found my grandfather's journal, tucked between pages, a handwritten agreement from 1991. This business belongs to those who build it. No one should claim another man's work. Called a lawyer next morning, gathered evidence, client emails praising my work, records showing revenue tripled, Mason's card charges, 75K personal expenses, hackers tickets, home theater, all marked business. Coworkers confirmed chaos. Mason wrecked a $50,000 workpiece. We're 3 weeks behind. Precision Dynamics pulled out. Grandfather's friend had photos. Me working while my grandfather watched with pride. Judge Porter reviewed everything. Evidence shows plaintiff responsible for 93% of production. Departure caused collapse. Ruling in favor of plaintiff. Succession plan invalidated. Ordering business sold. My share, $63,000. Named my shop Palmer Precision. 3 weeks later, Precision Dynamics called. We're not happy with our vendor. You interested? Delivered early. Exactly what we needed. 2 years later, thriving. Mason works retail. Parents and I don't speak. That old mill sits in my shop. Mine. Nobody can take that.